Ewing Young went to California with some funds raised from here and there, purchased 700 cows, and 600 of those 700 cows survived the Indians in the lower part of the state and the struggles of the trail. In the coastal counties, since they had harbors, there were opportunities to make butter and or cheese and export it out the bay to San Francisco and the growing population in California, or north to the Klondike and other locations of gold strikes in the late 1890s.
Bandon, Port Orford, Coos Bay, and Reedsport all held one thing in common. They were natural ports back in the old days. And you had all these manufacturing operations that sprouted up along these rivers. You had stern wheel riverboats, and they picked up milk from small dairy farms that inhabited the bottomland. On the Coquille River at one time, there were 18 different plants. The milk was either brought in by a horse and wagon or by these river boats. And the product in the early days was shipped down to Bandon, and they'd pick up butter, cheese, and lumber also. Everything went to San Francisco. But
they weren't at that time prepared for the more complex process of converting milk into cheese. So the focus was on butter. That led to, by 1910, the need for a trade association that would work on the improvement of Oregon butter quality. There was a Department of Dairying at Oregon State as of about 1899. Professor F.L. Kent was head of the department. He traveled in 1899 to take a survey of the western part of the state. How many creameries, what were their opportunities, what were their limitations and shortcomings. There were limitations with butter, the lack of refrigeration. So they thought, let's try to make cheese, and cheddar cheese would have been the cheese of choice. There was maybe a competition back then between Coos County and Tillamook County. Probably from image standpoint at least, Tillamook County won the battle. But it was not until they brought a credible cheesemaker from eastern Canada, Peter McIntosh, who taught them how to make cheddar cheese with better methods. Eventually there were 37 factories, organized as a cooperative, shared information, were concerned about milk quality. But the main thing they did, they hired a man they all admired, spoke with authority. They hired him as cheese inspector. So he inspected the quality of the milk, the making methods, the follow-through, and so on. And that sufficiently improved the quality of Tillamook cheese. It brought a higher price. They competed well in commerce. Many, many years ago, I heard that they were the most successful dairy cooperative in North America.